Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Playbook. I'm David.
And I'm Sarah. We're so excited to have you here today for what's going to be an incredibly useful episode.
Absolutely. Today, we're diving into something that affects literally everyone: time management. And we're going to teach you all the essential English phrases and vocabulary you need to talk about time, deadlines, and asking for extensions at work.
Because let's be honest, who hasn't needed more time to finish a project? Whether you're studying, working, or just managing daily life, knowing how to communicate about time in English is crucial.
So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started.
So, David, let me paint a picture for our listeners. Imagine you're working on an important project at your company. Maybe it's a presentation, maybe it's a report, or in today's case, a press kit.
A press kit. Now, some of our listeners might be wondering, what exactly is a press kit?
Great question. A press kit is something the marketing department puts together. It includes photos, logos, company information, basically everything a newspaper or magazine would need if they want to write an article about your company.
So it's like a ready-made package of information. Very professional.
Exactly. Now, in today's scenario, we have an employee named Casey who's been working on putting together a press kit, but she's running into problems.
And she needs to ask her boss for more time. This is where things get interesting because there's a proper way to do this in English.
Let's listen to the situation first, and then we'll break down all the key vocabulary and phrases.
So, Casey, how are things going with the photos for the press kit?
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I might need to ask for an extension on that deadline.
You've had over a month to get this finalized. Why are things delayed?
Well, the thing is, we ran into a lot of problems.
I'm not looking for excuses here. I just want to get this finished on time.
I know, and I apologize for the delay, but some things were just beyond my control. I had trouble booking the photographer, and then Michael was sick for 3 weeks, so I couldn't include him in the photos, and the design team lost all the files, so I had to redo the pictures.
I'm not going to put this off any longer, Casey. I want those photos ASAP.
Ooh, the boss is not happy.
Not at all. But you know what? This dialogue is packed with useful phrases. Let's break them down.
All right, let's start with our first essential word, deadline.
Deadline, deadline, deadline. Sarah, what exactly is a deadline?
A deadline is the last possible date to do something. Think back to when we were in school. If your teacher said homework was due on Friday, Friday was your deadline.
Right. Or at work, if your boss says you need to finish a project by next Tuesday, that's your deadline. It's a fixed point in time.
And here's a common mistake I hear from students. They say, my deadline is finish. No. You should say, my deadline is Friday. Or, I have a deadline next week.
Great point. Now let's talk about the word extension.
Extension, extension, extension. This word goes hand in hand with deadline.
Exactly. If you can't meet your deadline, meaning you can't finish on time, you need to ask for an extension.
An extension is basically moving the deadline into the future. You're asking for more time.
So you might say, could I have an extension until next Monday? Or I need to ask for a 3-day extension.
Perfect. Now, here's a phrasal verb that's super common. Ran into.
Ran into. In the dialogue, Casey said, we ran into a lot of problems.
This is important because many students make a mistake here. They say, I met some problems.
No, that's incorrect. You don't meet problems, you run into problems.
Let me give you some examples. We ran into a storm on our way home. I ran into some trouble with my computer. If you're not careful, you're going to run into problems later.
It means you encounter or experience something, usually something unexpected or negative.
Exactly. And our last key vocabulary word for this section is delayed.
Delayed. When something is delayed, it means it's late.
And the opposite of delayed is on time. Your flight was delayed or your flight was on time. The project was delayed or the project was on time.
Very clear. So, listeners, make sure you're using these words correctly. Don't say my project is late. Say my project is delayed.
Now, let's move on to some amazing phrases that you can actually use in real life situations.
The first phrase is, I've been meaning to.
I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to. This is such a natural English expression.
It means you've been planning to do something, thinking about doing something, but you just haven't done it yet.
Let me give you some examples. I've been meaning to call you, but I've been so busy. I've been meaning to see that new movie, but I haven't had time. I've been meaning to tell you, but John quit yesterday.
So it's like you had the intention, you were thinking about it, but circumstances prevented you from doing it.
Exactly. Our next phrase is incredibly useful. Beyond my control. Beyond my control.
This means you can't do anything about it. It wasn't your fault, and you couldn't control the situation.
In the dialogue, Casey said, some things were just beyond my control.
For example, the weather is beyond my control. You can't change the weather. Or the flight delay was beyond my control.
It's a professional way to explain that something wasn't your fault without making excuses.
And our final phrase for this section is, put this off.
Put off, put off, put this off. This means to delay something or do something later.
Let's hear some examples. I've been putting off this project for a week, and now it's due tomorrow.
Can we put off our meeting till next week? I'm too busy right now.
I've been putting off my email all day, and now I have 50 messages to respond to.
So if you have to write a report today, but you decide to do it tomorrow, you're putting it off.
But be careful. Putting things off too much is called procrastination, and that's not good.
David, I want to shift gears for a moment and talk about something deeper, the actual importance of time itself.
I love this, because time is truly one of the most valuable things we have in life.
Think about it. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Whether you're a CEO or a student, rich or poor, young or old, we all get the same amount of time.
But what makes the difference is how we use that time. Time is more precious than money because you can always earn more money, but once time is gone, you can never get it back.
That's so true. And here's what I find fascinating. Managing time is actually a skill. It doesn't come naturally to everyone, but it can be learned.
Absolutely. Let me share some quick time management tips for our listeners. First, set clear goals. Know what you want to achieve.
Second, make a plan. Write down your tasks and prioritize them. Start with the most important ones.
Third, avoid procrastination. Don't put things off. Start small if you need to, but start now.
Fourth, learn to say no. Sometimes we waste time because we say yes to everything. It's okay to say no to things that aren't important.
Fifth, use tools like calendars, timers, and to-do lists to stay organized.
And finally, take breaks. Managing time doesn't mean working all the time. You need rest to recharge.
The key is small, consistent steps. If you want to read a book, just read 1 page a day. In a year, you'll have read a full book.
Small actions over time lead to big results. That's the power of time management.
Now, Sarah, let's have some fun. I want to know, have you ever had to make an excuse for being late with something?
Oh my gosh, yes. We've all been there, right? The classic excuse is, my dog ate my homework.
Did that ever actually happen to you?
Well, not exactly, but I once had a very creative excuse. I was late to a meeting because my alarm didn't go off. But here's the thing. I had set it,
I just accidentally set it for PM instead of AM.
That's happened to everyone at least once.
What about you, David? Any memorable excuses?
Well, I once told my professor that my computer crashed and I lost all my work, but the truth was I just procrastinated and didn't start until the last minute.
At least you're honest now.
But here's the thing, listeners. While excuses might buy you some time, it's always better to plan ahead and communicate honestly.
Exactly. If you know you're going to miss a deadline, talk to your boss or teacher as early as possible. Use those phrases we taught you today. I've been meaning to talk to you about this. I might need an extension. Some things were beyond my control.
Professional communication is key.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We covered so much: deadlines, extensions, essential phrases, and the importance of time management.
Remember, listeners, time is the most valuable resource you have. Use it wisely and make every moment count.
If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are learning English.
And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us about a time you needed an extension or had to ask for more time. We'd love to hear your stories.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep playing with English.
This is the English Playbook, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye, everyone.